Interesting video recently. Michael Jordan, when he was with the Washington Wizards, uh, when he played with them, even at his advanced age and what have you, he didn't think that Shaq and Kobe weren't unbeatable. He said they're beatable. He didn't think they were unbeatable. He felt that competitive spirit. Now, obviously, they were in their peak and their prime. They had Phil Jackson there, but that's very telling that he still kept that edge that I could still beat him. See, that's what the great ones think of. That's exactly how Kobe would have been with Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, or with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, or with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Ray Allen. Them. He still thought he would beat him. When you had that mindset, that's what you think like. Um, the Wizards did beat the Lakers. There was one game in Washington where the ball got stolen at the end. It was Robert Horry was fumbling, and Shaq didn't play that game, and that was a bad turnover. When you're great, you always think you got a chance. Now the reality is a different matter, but you always think you have a chance. But he didn't. He didn't run away from a confrontation. He didn't run from a battle. He thought, "Hey, sure, why not? I have no problem with this. Why wouldn't I think like that?" When you're one of the greatest players ever, high level, etc. Why wouldn't you think that? Now the reality is another matter. Yes, you need Scotty, and you got to remember when Phil Jackson came to Lakers, and that transformation and that attitude, that mindset, Shaq was a different player than he was in Orlando. Different player. Kobe was coming into his own. You can say one thing, but they were a different level. That would have been a sight for sore eyes to see if you leveling it up with all things being equal. Because Shaq was a different player, especially when Phil Jackson got there and he made him numero uno in the MVP year. That Shaq run, I think you'd have definitely, but I respect Jordan for saying that because it's like, hey, I'm not backing down for nobody. And that's what you're supposed to say. That's how you're supposed to feel. Cats getting all cozy and fuzzy and frilly and acting all soft. No, great players ain't gonna back down from it, and they welcome that smoke. They welcome that challenge. They welcome that energy. They're not gonna be scared to go against you. So I have no problem with him saying that at all. I think that's what the mindset you're supposed to have. You're supposed to say that. You're not going to back down and get all soft and tender and tweak out, regardless of the results. Give yourself a chance, and it shows that you have a spine and you ain't scared. Now, the reality is different because there's no way in the world at that time with the Wizards he's beating no Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe without having a good squad, especially where they were. But he has every right to think, hey, we got a fighter chance. But were they beatable? Yeah, they were beatable because I'll tell you something. A guy who gets lost in it is Tim Duncan. He did it during the peak and prime of him, especially when Shaq was Shaq. Duncan was the only one to get through. So if you put Jordan with someone like Tim Duncan, then yeah, which no one ever talks about, but yeah, because Tim Duncan was that link between Shaq and Kobe, but no one ever talks about it. But I'm just saying, I understand where Jordan was coming from because of what the forces and the strengths and the teams that he had to go through and the road to it. But it's a great debate, and it's always a good find to hear someone like Jordan to say that because you know um, it's what makes it very telling and compelling. I say that very telling and compelling. That definitely makes it something that you long for to hear him speak that. He was shooting it from the hip, like that's how he felt. So, but anyway, tell me what you think. You think Jordan was right to saying that um, he didn't think that Shaq and Kobe weren't unbeat, that he could beat them. He think they could be beat, or do you think that he was just talking from his ego? Where you come down on it? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for nothing. Share it if you like. Hit that membership because the videos you request, I bring them back to you. Stay safe, stay well, stay true, stay blessed, stay woke. I'm out one time. Peace.